Stood at the edge of a quiet New England town, surrounded by ancient oak trees and crumbling iron fists, stood the grand but eerie estate of Miss Eleanor Whitmore, a widow in her late 80s. She was the picture of frailty and innocence. Her white curls framed a face etched with gentle lines and kindness. Every Thanksgiving, her famous book club met in the sprawling dining room for a delicate feast. What the town didn't know was that Eleanor's feast had a sinister secret. Every year she adopted 6 orphans from faraway cities under the guise of giving them a loving home. She fattened them up with hearty meals, dotted on them with gifts, and made them feel safe. But come November, the children became the centerpiece of her dinner table, a dark ritual shared with her equally twisted book club friends. To avoid suspicion, Eleanor reported one child as a runaway each month, covering her tracks. By Thanksgiving, all 6 would be gone, their absence a mystery swallowed by the dark woods and Eleanor's malicious planning. But this year, things were different. The arrival of the 6. The 6 new children arrived at Eleanor's estate in early May. They were a diverse group, each plucked from different backgrounds and cities. Lily, 12, a quiet and observant girl with love for books. Marcus, 14, tall and strong but gentle-hearted. Toby, 11, a mischievous boy with a sharp wit. Sadie, 13, fiercely protected of her younger siblings. Jonah, 10, a shy boy with a knack for puzzles. Emma, 9, the youngest with wide eyes and a curious mind. Eleanor welcomed them warmly, her house brimming with the smell and fresh baked bread and pies. The children quickly grew fond of her, marveling at her kindness, but Lily noticed something odd. The locked pantry door. Eleanor guarded ferociously. The cryptic whispers from the book club meetings in the peculiar way she insisted on keeping their arrival a secret. By August, Lily had pierced together fragments of Eleanor's past. She found newspaper clippings hidden in an attic. Stories of missing children leaked to Eleanor's name. At first, the others dismissed her fears, but when Marcus discovered butcher knives stained with dry blood in the basement freezer, the grim truth became undeniable. "We're her feast," Sadie whispered, clutching Jonah protectively. The children decided to turn the table. They pretended to remain oblivious, playing the role of innocent, grateful wards. Meanwhile, Lily and Jonah became secretly gathering ingredients for a sleeping draught from Eleanor's garden. Toby and Marcus created a version by sneaking into Eleanor's study, discovering her malicious dinner plans. By mid-November, the plan was in place. The children knew Eleanor would strike during the week of Thanksgiving. They just needed to wait for the right moment, the night of the feast. Thanksgiving arrived and Eleanor's book club members trickled into the escape. They were a ghastly group, their Gentile appearances hiding their insatiable hunger for Eleanor's special meals. The children, dressed in their best clothes, helped set the table, pretending not to notice the predatory glances cast in their direction. First course was served. Lily offered to bring in the wine in the kitchen. She poured the sleeping draught into the glasses while Toby and Marcus locked the doors from the outside. Eleanor raised her glass for a toast, her voice dripping with false warmth. "To another year of friendship, gratitude, and fine dining." Guests drank deeply, and within minutes their heads began to droop. Eleanor's smile faltered as she realized something was wrong. She stumbled to her feet, but Marcus and Sadie were ready. They tied her to the chair as the others gathered around. "What are you doing?" Eleanor croaked, her sweet demeanor replaced with venom. "You ungrateful brats! You ungrateful brats!" Lily stepped forward, her voice steady. "We're making sure you never hurt anyone else again. Never, ever again." Over the next few hours, the children worked together using Eleanor's own recipes and kitchen tools. By dawn, the book club members were still slumped in their chairs, unaware of their grim fate. When they awoke, they found themselves seated at the table, the centerpiece now Eleanor herself, roasting roasted and garnished to perfection. The children watched from the shadows as the book club realized the tables had turned. Screams filled the escape, echoing through the woods. The next morning, the children left the estate carrying only a satchel of money they found in Eleanor's safe. They walked into the nearby town, reporting themselves as runaways who had escaped a cruel guardian. Their story was met with sympathy, and authorities began investigating Eleanor's estate. Though they would carry the trauma of their ordeal for the rest of their lives, the children vowed to stay together, finding solace in their shared survival. As for Eleanor's book club, they were never seen again. That Thanksgiving, the children found themselves truly grateful for their courage, their bond, and the chance to rewrite their story.